Welcome to Time Capsule at Shola Museum. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the Native American code talkers. The Navajo code talkers have been the ones that we have heard most of their history about, but in all reality, there were 566 tribes that they used their language in World War I, World War II, the Korean War, and early Vietnam War. All of these Native Americans were sworn to secrecy. They never spoke of the code once they were discharged from the military, and they were frontline warriors because they had to transmit the enemy's movements to their higher-ups. They had personal bodyguards, not only because their work was so very important, but their skin color and the color of their hair. In World War II, if you didn't really know, you might think that you were looking at a Japanese soldier. So they served us very well. So there was a code that was put together for them. They had to memorize every word. And so they had to decipher what was going on, send the code, and it was done within seconds, rarely a few minutes. I'd like to point out a couple of words here on this Pendleton blanket. They would not call it the ship or a carrier ship. They called it a whale. The bomber was the eagle. The tank was turtle. A submarine was a seal. I'd like to share this story with you that was relayed by one of the code talkers' relatives. She was reminiscing with her family about her father, who was also in North Africa and Europe during the war. One day, my father was walking past a group of soldiers in France who were on the radio. The voice caught his attention immediately because the language was Comanche. He soon realized it was his brother. My father walked over and the soldiers let him speak, so he told Charles in Comanche, "Hey, I'm the enemy and I've broken your code. I know everything you've been saying." The uncle got really scared, but after listening to my father go on for a minute or so, he realized it was his brother speaking. A number of times they spoke about that incident and got a real good laugh over it. So it just goes to show there's a little humor in everyday life. So I'd like to thank you for joining us today at the Shola Museum. Come in and visit us. We're open Wednesday through Saturday, 10 to 3. We'll see you soon.